Hello, guys, and welcome back to another pre-market analysis of Bank Nifty for tomorrow market, and also a post-market analysis of the Bank Nifty and Nifty for today. So here we have the Bank Nifty here we have the Bank Nifty on a 5 minute time frame. So let's first see how on each individual index, that is on Bank Nifty and Nifty. Let's understand how 5 minutes price action has taken place. Let's try to understand the price action of an intraday chart here of 5 minutes, and then let's try to move on to a daily chart after that to understand how both these indexes are performing on our daily chart. So here we have the Bank Nifty chart, as we spoke, like on a 5 minute time frame. So starting from here, you can see that there are a couple of rejection candles at the initial stages. After that, again, when let me draw that. So we are talking about here. So starting two candles are hammer candles, that is rejection from the bottom. And at the same level, if you see next time, when the Bank Nifty is at that level exactly, we have seen a green candle with a small confirmation candle after that, because we are talking about confirmation candle here in this scenario, because this is a kind of variation of piercing pattern. Okay, so after that, it has seen some momentum, but by the time of say 9:55 and 10 o'clock, both these candles put together, here we have seen a candlestick formation of bearish engulfing pattern, which is a bearish sign. And from there, and if you also if you want to mark this area from where yesterday you have seen a momentum towards the closing. So this is a swing high, a small swing high from yesterday. Exactly at that level, here you have seen a bearish engulfing pattern. From there we have seen a momentum almost till this blue line. Now you might be wondering about what this blue line is all about. That is nothing but the trend line, where we have taken a help of yesterday's these two reactions, and from there we have drawn this trend line. So exactly it has come almost till there. But after that, after this, we are towards the downside, right? So this momentum, when it is here at this location, so till now this trend line is not a valid trend line, because we have drawn this trend line taking only these two as a base. So to call any trend line as a trend line, you need to see three reactions, and this became the third reaction. So the moment you saw a green candle here with a proper confirmation candle after that, if for anyone for whom that matters, see here you have two candles. So from there, you see, now we have zoomed in a bit. So now we have 10-10 candle on a 5 minute time frame, and also 10-15 candle. So 10-15 candle, with this you have seen a higher high, higher low, and also higher close. Even though this candle is a little small, that's a spinning top, but that doesn't matter. But those who want extra confirmation, that came in the form of this bullish engulfing pattern right there. Okay, so these two candles, that is 1035 and 1040 candles. So after this, if you notice the price, it not only it has reached this, but it even has crossed that, and it has reached this swing of yesterday. Okay, and there it has seen some resistance for the first time, but after falling back, and again towards the close, we are almost there. So now you can clearly say that this is, oh, let me delete that. Now you can clearly see that this is going to be a valid trend line. So now we are changing that to green color now. So that is how Bank Nifty here is looking on a 5 minute time frame. And this was yesterday's trend line, where we have drawn based on these two swing reactions. And by yesterday's reaction here, we have this as a solid a trend line, that is a confirmation trend line. So once after this breakout, and this is a tweezer top formation. To know what it is, please watch yesterday's video about this detailed analysis. So after this breakout, we have seen this momentum yesterday. So similarly, today, based on these two trend lines, when the Bank Nifty is at that point, at this level, we have seen this taking support. This started reacting to this green trend line, and from there, it has started to move towards the upper sides. For those who who don't know where should be the target, so this could have been the first target, which is easily taken, and after that this could have been the second target, that is also easily achieved. But after achieving second target, if you are trailing your stop loss, then you might have exited at your first level, because from there bank nifty has fallen back to the first level again. So that's it on the 5 minute time frame of bank nifty. Now let's change the time frame to the daily time frame, so that you can understand how this may act for tomorrow, or to understand the wider picture of this bank nifty momentum. So here we have the wider picture of the bank nifty. So now let's try to remove all these drawings and redraw the ones which we only want. So this could be that. So now on a daily time frame, if you notice, here you have the first reaction, here you have the second reaction, and here you have the third reaction on a bank nifty daily time frame, which means that this is a valid trend line. That means that there is a chance for the bank nifty, once if it's coming towards this trend line, it may take support here. But if that started to break, then you will with a confirmation candle after the break, then there is a good chance for the bank nifty to see a new levels towards the downside. So here, if you can see, even though this is a green candle here today based on the price action of the bank nifty, even here if it is a green candle, a confirmation candle after this is expected and is necessary now at this point in the bank nifty, uh, to believe that it will continue. It has little strength to go towards the upper side. Okay, but for any reason, if it starts falling down, then we have to observe how bank nifty is going to get the reactions from this trend line, whether it is holding up there or whether it is breaking this trend line. So for that to happen, it still needs some time. So what we are expecting in order for the bank nifty to move towards the upper side is a one more green candle formation above this particular price action of bank nifty today. After that we can be little bullish. If not, we have to because from the last couple of days, okay, that is from 21st of February, we have continuously seen a downside momentum. So here at some places in between, here you have a reaction, and here you have a reaction, and here you have a green candle, but eventually it started to fall towards the downside. So even if you have a green candle compared to your previous day, we didn't have a high which is crossing your previous working day, and you didn't have a low which is above your previous working day. We just got a green candle. We still have the opening which is very low. We only have the only parameter which is positive today compared to the previous day is your close is little higher than your previous working day. So for that reason, we need one more confirmation candle at least to believe that bank nifty is going to come till this level. But until that happens, you have to wait, and it's better to wait to bank nifty to reach this trend line and see how it's going to work. If not, then you have to wait for the confirmation candle, to wait for it at least to expect bank nifty to come towards that level. And also, if you start noticing here, okay, we have seen bank nifty rejecting from a similar zone here. Okay, so we have seen bank nifty rejecting from the similar zone on February 15. Now for the first time after February 15th, we are at this level, and we started to see the reaction towards the positive side now. So all this is just to know about the major trend of how it is looking on a major trend side, majority of the moment on a long run. But most of the Indian retail traders are intraday traders, so even if you don't understand all of this, it's fine. All you have to do is read your chart carefully before market starts, and mark your important swing highs and swing lows with your proper resistance and support levels, and then take trades accordingly. Don't jump into any trades just for the sake of picking up a trade. So that's it on the bank nifty. So now let's dive into the nifty's chart, and let's first start to understand how the nifty's chart is on a daily time frame, and then let's go back to the intraday time frame. So here, this is the reason why we have asked to we said to let's watch daily time frame first, is because of this particular trend line. This trend line has already seen one two, based on these two we have drawn this. But today, if you notice, exactly at this trend line, interestingly, it has taken a support for the third time. We have seen a green candle. Now if you see any another green candle, then there is a good chance for the market to reach that levels, and if it is so strong, it may also reach that level uh, for the Nifty, that is towards the opposite. That is how it is. But for any reason, now if it starts breaking, uh, that's going to be a little tricky, and we have to redraw this trend line, because it is still not a valid trend line. We need to see some momentum from this, at least till here. Only then we can consider this as a valid trend line. But since we have seen a green candle today, even just like Bank Nifty, even in Nifty on a daily time frame, it's better to have a one more green candle, so that we can at least reach this level towards the opposite. But for any reason, if this breaks, then we have to look towards the downside in the Nifty as well. That is how Nifty on a daily chart is looking. Now let's see how the intraday time frame of the Nifty is spread out, so that let's try to understand and see whether there is any important key takeaways here. So as let me just delete that line for a time being, or let's that be there. Let's go back to the daily chart. Okay, so now we are talking about this line, right? This is the trend line, right? Let's change that color to the green, and now let's go to the 5 minutes chart of the Nifty. Let's increase it a bit, and here we have that. Yes, so if you notice here, we have seen Nifty opening at this level around uh, say 21,932 levels, and from there we have seen a movement. First, the second candle itself is a very good candle, that is a hammer. It is in fact called as a dragonfly. Okay, so we'll get into the candlesticks part later, but just for the knowledge, the second candle, this 920 candle of the Nifty on a 5 minute time frame, is called a dragonfly candle. Okay, so based on this movement, now we have 2 points here to draw a trend line. So you have 2 points here to draw a trend line. So now what we have done is we have drawn a trend line there based on these two swing reactions. So now notice this green trend line is already coming from a daily chart. So when the Nifty is there exactly, now it has started to see a third time reaction for this blue color trend line, and also it is kind of taking support based on this green trend line. After that, you should wait for your next candle. So here in this case, your next candle has got higher low, higher high, and also higher close. So now it is confirmed that it has taken a support there. Now for this, where should be your next target? Your next target is simply this this blue line. That is because your this trend line is already established. So you have one, two, and you have third point there. So now this trend line is already established, so now that should be your next target. So your next target is reached. So some might have gone towards the put side based on this candle there, based on this candle right here at 1:15 p.m. But if you notice, the next candle after that is not a red candle. So it's always better to wait for the proper uh, what do you say, proper confirmation candle. So that came only here after 2 o'clock to 5 candle is your confirmation candle, and after that here some might have taken a trade. So for them, this could have been a target, but it has almost reached this point but didn't touch this green trend line. So that is the reason why you should always treat these lines as zones, not just a single line. So if you consider this as a zone, as a band, okay, then there is a chance for someone to take an exit there, but it is very hard to predict at that moment. So this didn't work. But at least here, if you notice, that it is a piercing pattern that is taking support from the previous swing region there. So at least from here to here, if one had the first target, then in that case some would have taken a safe exit. But people who have noticed that it is a piercing pattern, they from there to here, again there was a small chance, but it becomes too many number of trades. So here you have seen a breakout, but your confirmation candle right here is having a higher high and a higher close, but this candle itself is a little uh, it's not carrying the confirmation that we need, because this body size of this candle is almost nothing. That means that this is a doji candle setup, so you are not supposed to take a trade if it is a doji kind of setup. At least if you have taken a trade there, the very next candle, if you notice, this is a bearish engulfing pattern. At least here you should have been little careful. Or if you happen to do this, which is recorrecting your trend line from there to here, because now the price action was there. Now if you notice, so here you have already seen a breakout towards the downside. So here at least you should have come out of your call trades if you have taken any. So from there again we have seen market coming towards this zone, and again it has formed a piercing pattern variation, and from there again it has seen a momentum towards the upper side towards the close. So that's it about the Nifty. So you hope you have understood something from learned something from today's post market analysis video, and also hope you have understood something about the daily charts of Bank Nifty and Nifty. And if you still haven't subscribed to our channel yet, this is the place where we learn about Indian stock markets in a more meaningful manner like this, by studying the daily charts of Bank Nifty and Nifty. So see you guys. Happy trading until we meet in our next video, that is tomorrow's post market analysis video. Thank you, and see you soon.